Hi guys, welcome back to Eagle Startups, right? The channel for young, visionful, enthusiastic, passionate startups. And we do as much as possible to create content that will help us grow, in fact, start our businesses, grow, scale, and improve, right? Now, in the current series where I've been working on generating videos, we've been talking about programming made easy using Claude AI, and I've created quite a number of packages for us. I've created the expense module. I've created the POS module. I've created the inventory. Now, in this very one, I'm going to show us how to create a chart, a user chart, right? That is PHP dependent and running on MySQL, right? So you don't really need to write the query yourself. Now your records are domiciled in MySQL, and now the essence of doing this is that I'm building a helpdesk application for I'm building a helpdesk application, and part of the application is such that when an issue is to be escalated to someone else, the helpdesk officer can call up the chat and begin to discuss the issue with the handling officer, which the issue was escalated to. Now they will use that to discuss, and once the issue has been resolved, then the help desk officer can now get back, now take the resolution and make it available to the customer. Okay. So I'm going to show us the interface that Claude built for us. Now, also, maybe after this very video, I will show us a comparison of what I was able to do with Claude and what I was able to do with Gemini using the same script. I will show us the interface that Gemini AI gave to me, and the interface that, of course, you can see the interface that Claude AI has given to me, which is far more user-friendly. I think I also try one other AI. I will check it out. Try one other AI, and it also gave me a different interface. I will show this all to us in the next video, where we just do a bit of comparison, and then you choose for yourself which is more intuitive, more user-friendly for you, and what you can do for yourself. Okay, so now let's dig in. Now, this is what Claude did for me, and here is the prompt I gave it, just this alone. It generated all of this for me. Now, at this case, it only generated one table, right? It generated all of this for me. And yes, as usual, I continued, and it gave all of this, right? It gave all of this. Now, like I said, it created only one table, which is charts, where it saves in all the charts between the sender and the receiver, right? Gave the documentation and everything, as you can see here. Now, but it didn't create a table for the users. Now, when I tried to use it, it rather was showing me dummy users with their names, and it wasn't giving me exactly what I wanted with respect to the users. So I now asked it to modify the dashboard, load contact from users table, right? So it did that. It gave it all of this. If you're interested, I can also make this available for us in at the contact, on GitHub, right? I'll clone it all and send to us there so we can play around with it. And when it finished, I saw this, and this is my login. I'm gonna use Chrome and Opera for this demo before we go into creating ours, right? I log in here. You can see this is me now on this other side, and this is the desk officer on Opera, right? So the officer here is already logged in. Now, here, here, the officer here is going to say, I'm going to type, remember, please watch. There is no, here is saying, hi, Joy. Joy was telling the officer, hi, officer. And the officer here responded, hi, Joy. So now let the officer give Joy an update. Please note that what I'm going to type now is not here. So I'm going to show it. There is a meeting scheduled for tomorrow. Before I post this, note that it's not here, right? This is Joy's interface, and this is the desk officer's interface. So the desk officer is communicating with Joy, and he or she is trying to tell Joy there is a meeting scheduled for tomorrow. So I post it, and now you see it here. So Joy has received it, and Joy will respond. Oh dear. Thank you for the information. I will plan to be available. Oh dear. Thank you for the information. I will plan to be available. Now note it's not here, so I'm going to post. You see, it's here. Now let's check the database to see all of that. What do I name the database? Yeah, I think that's the database. Charts. Okay. Now you can see today's date is 3rd May, and the time is 15. I can see that, no, 12:11. So this is a chart from desk officer to Joy, and this is a response from Joy to desk officer, right? So that shows you that I did not formulate anything. Okay. So we are going to create this. We're going to replicate this. Now, but before I progress, okay, let me just leave it first. Sorry. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to copy this. Just in case it happens again. Let me note what I said here. Modify dashboard, load contact from users table. Okay. So just note it. So I'm going to copy this. Go to new chart space and put it there, and then I will only change the database name. Now, to avoid us running this twice, I would instruct Cloud to load data from users table, okay, so that we will not have to do it twice. It's quite a simple one. So let's read it and see how it goes. Design a mobile responsive, and that's exactly what it did for us. As you can see, it's quite responsive. You see, just like almost like having a WhatsApp interface. See, it's quite responsive, very, very responsive. So you can imagine integrating this into your app and appreciating what you're doing here with less effort. So I'm going to say design a mobile responsive chart using column field sender and receiver. Insert records in MySQL table with table name, load sender and okay, let me use the field I use here so it will Okay. Okay. Now insert records in, yeah, insert records in MySQL table with the table name this. Although I can remove this. Insert chat records. Insert chat records in the, yeah, yeah. I'm just modifying because as you can see, I did not, the other one was quite raw. Insert chat or chats, sorry, not chats. Insert chats into, into, into the chat table. Now load sender and receiver um, details from the TBL underscore users table. Okay, that's it. Load sender and receiver usernames. Okay, yeah, usernames. Let me be more specific. Yeah, usernames and full username. Load sender and receiver username and full name from the table underscore users table. Okay. Now add dashboard and mobile responsive index.php. Give me HTML okay, and okay, this other one too. Give me HTML, CSS, Ajax, and PHP code, and yeah, those codes. Also, yeah, create also SQL code to create Okay, yeah, something is missing now. That's why I'm taking my time to understand what is missing here. Yeah, give me HTML and yes, give me HTML, CSS, Ajax, PHP, So I'm taking my time because I need to be sure that the system understand what I want. Give me HTML, CSS, Ajax, PHP codes, and SQL codes to create a table and tables. Okay, that's it. You have to be more specific in your. So let's let the system run. Okay. Now once it start running, I will, if it's necessary, pause it somewhere pause the video while it starts generating the codes. Okay. So let's hit the submit button. Okay, it has started generating our code for us. As you can see, it has started generating our code for us. So um, let's pause the video for now. Yeah, let's pause the video for now while the system generates the code. Okay, as you can see, it has gotten to a point where we click on continue. So I will click on the continue button for it to start continue generating our script. Quite interesting, isn't it? Yeah, you see, it has started generating our script. And now, like I said some time ago, I don't know if it's in this video or the previous videos, once you are in between the script before the continue and after, you are at a risk because sometimes it's the script that it was working on before you hit the continue button may have issues. I didn't say will, may. Okay, so this is the reason why I said I would love to upgrade so that I will not experience this limit. Now, once I upgrade to paid monthly $20 version, so the plan, not version, I wouldn't experience this except after a long, maybe my script must have run so much, right? But I believe this will run. At least we're in the CSS now. Okay, so again, I didn't get much of this. Okay. Did I? Anyway, let's see how it goes. As it's finished, again, I'm going to pause the video for it to finish running. When it's done, we'll come back. See you in a few seconds from now. Okay, as you can see, Claude is almost done with our work. Our scripting is generating the documentation right now for us. As you can see, wow, this is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. I'm so happy for this. Is it done? Okay, you see, it has, good. It has ended my session for now till 3 p.m. It has ended my session for now 3 p.m. as you can see. Now, if it's telling me if I want to continue for now, I will have to upgrade. I will do that. No, but I'm just showing us this, showing that so that you guys know that I'm not doing what I'm doing using a paid version, right? So that people will assume that I'm not deceiving anybody. Everything I'm doing here is free version. Free version. So if I can do it, you too can do it, right? So let's deploy our application right now, and our chat application, right? And hoping that everything goes well, I will also make it available on GitHub for us to download and play around with. Okay. So the first in here is our DB structure. I don't know how it's going to look. I've not deployed this. This is like the first time I'm building this. But we built it together. So I don't know how the interface is going to work. I don't know if there's going to be any. I pray there's no script, script issue, right? So everything will run properly, right? Okay. Now let's first create the folder. I don't think I did this. Let's go back to our VS Code and then create a new folder here. Oh, sorry, not that. Yep. So I'm going to call it user chat, user chat. What did I call the other one for? Hope I have not mixed it up. I'm commonplace. User chat. Okay, the other one I called it user chat cloud. Okay, so this one I'm going to call it chat cloud 2. Oh, sorry. User chat cloud 2. That's going to be the name. So copy here, press enter there. So that is it. And then here too, I will open this and name it this here. I know it's going to show this just for purpose of coming back to it. Okay, so now let's go back to Cloud. Did I create a DB? Okay, yeah, it's going to create a DB for us. So we'll copy, and then get back to a DB, and then go to the root, right? And then create SQL. Please, this tutorial do not cover how to create databases and the rest of them. It does not cover how to use MySQL. I'm just doing it because the system generated. Ordinarily, I create my databases manually. But for purpose of this video, this system has generated this SQL for us. So that is what we are using here, right? So I'm going to run this. And this is all I'm going to do here. By default, all the script here has been assigned this DB, right? So I'm not going to create a connection to them. Cloud has done all of that, right? So we'll go to the next file. As you can see, it's called config. So there are two ways to copy this or deploy this. It's either you click on copy, go to, okay, let's do the first one. I'll copy, right? I'll come to Cloud here. No, sorry, come to VS Code. I create a new file. That's first. Let me create this. Copy, and then I save it as no, is yes. So let me, okay. Now even though it's there, I can still save it to the direct. So just to look for the folder I just created, which is this one. Okay. Now I like to also use the name it's assigned to it. Right. So which is this one. Right. And then I'll save. Now this is method 1. Right. This is method 1. Where's this one? Now the other method is you select the file, right? Please when you select, make sure the blue borders are showing, right? So you don't assume and then you go and copy the other one. So the next method of saving is you click this right arrow here, click download as PHP. Now when that is happening, remember here is the file name is login.php. So you remove this underscore here and change it to change it to a dot. And then remember you're also saving to this folder here. And then what just happened there? No, we remove the, you see all of that? PHP, what am I doing? The file name here is login.php, so that must be the name here as well when you're saving. Okay, so the next file we're going to save now is register. See, until you have to make sure these borders change to blue. Okay. Else you will, when you click and you don't check, you might assume it has transferred it to that page, and you go and copy. When you copy that, you are copying the previous file, which of course would have been this, right? Now look at this page properly. You see that when it changes to blue, I see there's a change. I go back here. There's a change, right? So this is very important. Else you make errors. Now I'm downloading the next one, and it's called register.php. So I'll make sure it's exactly. So here I'll change it to PHP, right? And then I'll save. Then I'll go to the next one. My system is dragging a bit now. It has done so much today. Sorry. Okay, so the next one is dashboard. Now I'll download. Remember, it is saved here as dashboard.php. So remove all of this. PHP. Okay, I'll save it. Then the next one is index. Index. Remember, it has not changed. The borders have not changed to okay. Okay. Now something is okay, whatever. This is the file it created for us as index. Okay, so we'll copy it that way and save. It has its reason. Remember, I'm not the one that wrote the script. Claude wrote the script. So for whatever reason, okay. Now the next one here is logout. Logout. For me, if I'm integrating this, I might not really use the logout because it will be part of my application. So the chat will use a session from within my application. So I wouldn't really need to use the login and logout because it will be embedded within the application, right? So the users wouldn't need to log out of the application and then log into chat and then log out again. So because it's using the same backend database, I will make everything as one. Okay. So now we are copying this for purpose of this demonstration. So we download it and then change this to .php, right? Then the next one is ajax chart. Now we all saw the first one I gave us. Now let's save this one, ajax charts. You see here now, here it's downloading it as chat.ajax rather. So I'm going to reverse it. Ajax, as you can see here, is ajax_chart. So I've done the same here. .php. Okay. Okay. Now the next one here is ajax. Okay. This is quite sensitive now. My system is hanging a bit, but no problem. I will check out what is causing it. So I'm on the Ajax right now. So again, I'm going to download it. Now, while it's here, is it the file name I use for it? Sorry, is it the folder? Hold on. Yeah, user chat cloud 2. Yeah. Now here, we're going to create JS folder because that's what it requires here. JS folder. And then there we are going to save our chart. Now, as you can also see, I have to remove this underscore here and change it to dot. Because that is what is obtainable here. Okay, so I'll save. All right. Then, okay, now you see that this JS here probably was not completed here, as you can see. It wasn't completed. Now I'm going to click on this. The last thing here is select user ID, return. Select user ID and return. Okay, now you see this is more comprehensive. This is more comprehensive than the other one. This one stopped at this point here. As I told you, sometimes are not complete. Okay, but this one is more comprehensive. It started from the very beginning, and then it runs down to this point. So, for this, I'm not going to download. I'll simply copy and replace the previous. So let me open the previous one, which of course is inside here. Okay, then I'm going to select everything here, delete, and then come here, copy this one, and then paste it back here. And then I'll save it. Okay, so that is basically that for this one. Then for the CSS, see the name it gave it. So first we'll create the folder called CSS, and then we'll save the file there. So let's navigate to the CSS file here, and that is it. So we'll download it again. Right, so we'll go up this, and then we'll create a folder called CSS. Right, and we'll open it. Open it. And in here, you see it has changed the file name. So, but good, we copied it earlier. So we'll remove this. This is the actual file name. So we'll save it as this one. Okay. Then finally, I believe so. Okay, no, not finally actually. We have 3 files to go. Now it created for what we call profile. Profile. Okay, let me just copy it in case there is not a name given to it here. So profile, I don't know what you're going to do. So now I said let's create a user profile page to complete the application. Okay. Profile. Okay, so now we take it back to this point, and then we'll save it there. And then the next one is now let's update the dashboard to include the user ID in the body data attributes, right? Now you see, I think we have copied the dashboard before now. Yeah, that's the dashboard, right? But it has generated for us a new dashboard. So we're going to clear the previous dashboard, right? Except we may just name it something different. Call it old for purpose of comparison. Yeah, for purpose of comparison. Yeah. So we go back to this, copy this name in case it doesn't give it that name, and then we'll download it. We'll download it, right? Let's be sure it's the right folder. Okay. Right, we've done that. Oh. Now we're finally, let's create a simple .haccess file to ensure direct access to config is not allowed. Okay, so we select this. I also select the name. This is the first time Cloud is generating for me a .htaccess file. It has never done that before. That's why I said they are improving every moment. Every moment they are really, really improving, okay? So we're gonna, we've selected the .htaccess, and now we'll download it into our system, but I'm gonna save it the way it saved it, right? Good. I don't know, but let's just go through the documentation it gave. Hopefully everything goes well. Like I said before, I'm going to download all of this and share it for us on GitHub. Okay, this is the documentation, the database structure. It created a table user. Remember, I asked it to create a table called table users, and then the chart, the table for the chart. It did that. It created a config, the index, and htaccess file. Then it also created authentication for login, register, and logout. Then it created the dashboard, then the ajax.chart, and all the rest of them. Right, so these are all the, now there's no time to go into all of this. Okay, so now let's implement our application, right? Let's implement our application, right? So we have captured all our, hope I've saved this, yes, I've saved all the files. Now let's run, remember I opened this folder for now. Now let's run it and see how it goes. Okay. First, I need to be sure that this is the new interface. This is my own. Sorry. Let me create a new page to show us my own interface. Now this is my own login interface, and if you compare, they look alike, right? But my login page is bigger than this new one. Everything, okay, see, this is up and this is down here. Yeah, this is down here, right? So now there's a difference. Now I'm going to use, now let's look at the database. Let's look at the database. It's called user chat db2, user chat db2. Now this is users. Let's see what it has there. Okay. Did it give us, let's check if it gave us default password for the users. Sorry. Because password, any password hashing, let's see if it give us any default store users information that are using. Go down. Okay. Okay. Now instead commented placeholder in the full. Let's look at the login page and see if there is a place where we have the dummy password. Okay. Let's check the login here. Now there seems to be no. I'm saying this because we need to log in now. We need to log into our application, and it has already generated password here. But how do we know the password? The username is this, and this is the password. But what's the password? Okay. If we say John Doe, if I copy John Doe, no, this is so what is the password for John Doe? I don't know. Don't save. Now, let's look at the database again. He gave John Doe, John Smith, Mike Jones, right? Okay. Now we'll use the same dashboard. Come here. Okay. So for this, I'll log in using. I don't know, this should have been a bit different. Username. I don't know if I don't put. Okay, I'm just putting. Now I'm using their names as password. This is what James Smith. I don't know. I hope I read this thing properly. Login, because it didn't give us. It didn't give us how to access the login. Say user login form and authentication. Except we just try to create one first. Okay. Okay. This. Okay. Now let me try something. Forgive me, I'm going to sign out here and then just create a dummy using this very one here. I'll say, okay, let me create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the password for this. No, sorry. I need to register using this. Desk officer. Yeah. Then the password will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So let's use this for our demonstration right now, right? So we're creating this one because I don't know the password it's used for the other one. So we're going to use this officer as see if it will register it. Okay, it's a registered desk officer for us. Now let's check the DB. See if that worked. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Okay. Now this desk officer is his name, is the password, is the email. So for this Opera page, I'm going to log in with this and then use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to log in. Better for me, right? Desk officer. So now remember let's refresh and see if, okay, it has added desk officer here too. So here, John Doe is the one handling the Chrome aspect, while desk officer is handling the Opera. So John Doe will say hello to, where's the chat box? Okay, the chat box is hidden a bit here. Okay, I see. The chat box is hidden a bit here. which is not too good. But now, for the purpose of this, let's just go ahead first. So, so come on, let's go on this other side. John Doe. Okay, back. So select a user to chat with. It's finding it difficult to select. Okay, so now let me, I don't know why it's creating, it's finding it difficult to submit here. Select the user to me, which I've done that. Okay, let me, I'm on John. Okay, now the select is really not functioning properly because let's see if the okay, now what we're going to do here, we are going to ask oh no, sorry, I can't progress further here. I would have asked it I would have told it that the select user is not functioning. So modify this part. But like again, as you can see here, I have a limit. I have a limit here, so I can't go beyond this point. I can't generate anything again here. But you can see it's very, very possible. With my free plan, I have developed this. It's not seem to be selecting any user, right? Now, this was what I did, what I experienced before when I did the first one I did in mine. It's just to call up the dashboard as the new dashboard. Okay, this is the new dashboard. I can't seem to select. Now, if I call up the old dashboard, let me see. Old. This is the old dashboard. This is the old dashboard, and it's still not functioning. So let's go to the new dashboard. So this part of the script needs to be a bit modified, and that what is running that is the ajax, right? Is ajax. So unfortunately, I can't go beyond this point, right? So I will make this script available, and you can play around it, right? I see it has given us, the important thing here to note is that it generated for us a working chart. So you can play around with it and see what it can do for you. Mine had a similar issue, right? But I play around with it a little, and it gave me what I want. You can bear with me. I chatted briefly, and it showed us, right? So I'm sure this has impacted on us. And if you've not subscribed or liked our content, please do. I don't really beg for that, but sometimes just necessary to remind in case it might be in your mind, but because you're carried by the content, you may forget. So if our content has made an impact and you want to see as we progress and creating more content, please do subscribe and give a thumbs up to the video, and see you in the next video. Thank you and remain blessed as usual.